Alright, this is my audience for speech number 4. This is the persuasive speech. Alright. According to the US debt clock, we are now in over $21 trillion worth of debt. To fully grasp this number, I've used statistics from the 2017 Social Security Administration to work up a visual aid. On the left, the larger bottle is the total lifetime expected earnings of an average US worker. On the right, the slightly smaller bottle is the total interest acquired from the US debt in 1 minute. I found this to be a little disturbing, and it brought me to research the national debt and what we can do about it more. What I found is that we need to take immediate action to start cutting the national debt. You might ask why, and I'll cover that in 3 points. First, how the debt affects the US economy, how the debt got as bad as it is today, and what we can do to try and fix it. So, the first point I want to cover is how heavily the debt drags down the economy. According to the Peter G. Peterson Foundation, in a 2018 study, debt weakens the economy quite profoundly. And in the federal budget in 2018, a report done on it by George Salazar, he said interest is the biggest killer when it comes to a large national debt. For instance, in 2017, if the US had no debt, we would have saved $300 billion in just not spending it on interest. That was 10% of the total US expenditure that year. The second way it affects the economy is in personal growth. If we eliminated the deficit today for a family of 4, this is how much personal income per year they can expect. As you can see, in 30 years, it amounts to over $16,000 per year. So, we know that debt's bad, so why haven't we done anything to fix it yet? It's partially because in the past decades, the US government has been really bad at budgeting money. 2 main events that led to this were 9/11 and the Great Recession of 2008. In a 2016 study by Brown University, it was found that just in the wars in the Middle East since 9/11, the US spent more than $5 trillion. And in the stimulus to reboot the American economy after 2008, according to the Congressional Budget Office of 2015, we spent more than $800 billion. And the second reason that we've been bad at budgeting is no politician wants to be the bad guy. To balance a budget, you need to either cut spending or raise revenue. And that's pretty much either cut a program that the people voting for you want or raise taxes of the people voting for you. So it just never happened. And no one's ever won an election on the platform of, I want to raise taxes and I want to cut your pay. So we know how this debt kind of formed now, but what can we actually do about it? There are many ways to actually reduce the debt. The first way is to just reduce what you're spending. According to the US federal budget in 2016, Social Security programs, the military, and healthcare accounted for more than 2/3 of the total budget. If we simply raise the retirement age by a little bit, reduce the number of ground soldiers we have, and try to reform healthcare, kind of like the Obama administration did, we could slash the deficit handily. The second way to work our way from the hole we're in is to increase revenue. The standard way of doing this throughout history was just to raise taxes, but a better way of doing this is to invest into the education of your people. In 2017, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that an average US adult with a bachelor's degree made 66% more than one with just a high school diploma. So we can solve this debt problem, but what we can't afford to do is wait. So far, I've shown that the US needs to repay the debt as fast as we can. I've done this by showing how a large national debt stifles the economy, how we found ourselves in this position, and what we can do to stop it. I urge everyone listening right now to be vocal about this. It's much easier to write a letter for change now than to write a check for dollars later. Thank you. And the audience one more time.